Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so this is going to be a Divine Masculine check-in, and the question that I've been feeling to ask while meditating on starting this one is, what are the masculines thinking about when they have spare time? What's on their minds? What level is their focus? What are they daydreaming about? So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest and most beneficial messages. These cards just sort of lifted off and landed on a stack of cards I have here. So, walking away, returning, wondering if they should come back, wondering if they should return to something that they were trying to walk away from. They're looking for the truth. They're looking for their highest reality about something that they've walked away from. Okay, take that how it resonates. Let's see if we can get some clarification, because it did fall on this deck. So what else can we know about this, masculines? Boy, we get a bunch. The Star and the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Thrones of Water in the reverse. So the masculines are very much feeling like a Queen of Cups type person that they've walked away from might be their destiny. That's interesting. So we do have a feminine in this card. And the Queen of Cups is the psychic, intuitive, highly tuned in feminine, but also possibly the destined path. And then we get 4 more cards with the Five of Wands, Lord of Strife. So there's heartache, there's trouble in paradise. The masculines know that something that they've tried to walk away from, and I'm assuming it's Divine Feminine because we have the destined path with the Queen of Cups, unconditional loving queen. And then we have strife, and then we have these cards that are clarifying the strife. We have the Chariot, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. So Lord of Triumph of Light, Lord of Wealth, Lord of Material Trouble. This is actually impressing me because the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords are typically my karmic cards. And when they were coming out for months this year, in combination, they'd always come out with the 10 of the same suit. And this is the first time I've seen the 10 and the 5 of Pentacles coming out in the exact same way. So the 5 of Pentacles is that card of abandonment, the illusion of separation, cold, ghosting, being apart. Clearly the masculines have put some distance between Divine Feminine and themselves, and they're starting to see how far they are away from feeling abundant when Divine Feminine isn't there. And Chariot, Lord of the Triumph of Light. We are coming into the Northern Hemisphere. We're coming into the springtime, and the days are getting longer. So as spring approaches, the masculines are truly looking out into their daydream world and feeling the distance in some way. You know, we are naturally attuned to the natural cycles, so masculines seem to be getting ready to move forward in the spring. Possibly summer with the poppies here blooming. There looks to be a early summer energy here. Yeah, so masculines want to move forward quickly. The Chariot can be physically meeting up, moving a relationship to the next level, can also be physically moving house. Lots of big energies there. Take it how it resonates. I'm going to ask next, what is the Divine Feminine meant to know about what we've just seen? Thank you, Divine Creator, for showing us what is the energy that Divine Feminine is most benefited to understand regarding what we just saw. Okay, we got 4. Let's do it. Consciousness. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so we can include them in our reality. So Divine Feminine, you are really seeing the interconnectedness of all things right now. Please look at the big picture. Look at the big picture, the grander schemes, not so much the little energies, but a bigger vantage point. Yeah, integration. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. I'm distinctly being reminded that the masculines are understanding that they have chosen to put distance between them and their divine feminine. They're starting to feel the lack of abundance when they do that. They're starting to see the difference in their lives when they step back, and at times when they've been involved. The bigger message that repeatedly comes through about separation, however, is that when we are in separation, it is absolutely pivotal for our journeys that we integrate what we're experiencing and how we are processing the separation. When we drop into the unconditionality of it, it boosts us on our path. We step more fully into our gifts and talents, and we see the bigger picture and we become more loving. So feminines, you're really meant to be doing that process right now. And I'm hearing you'll have a lot of food for thought when you and your masculine come back together. And here we go. Awesome. So the feminines are also getting the same type of an energy here with prosperity as the masculines got with this card of Lord of Wealth. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our mind, body, and heart and soul and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. So your masculine is looking at you as a truly joyful and prosperous individual, divine feminine. So remember that about yourself. Celebrate yourself. Come back into that frequency. Shine your light. For some, this indicates that there has been a little bit of a downturn, processing some hard karmic stuff for many, including myself. So yeah, return to the light. Return to that upliftment of your highest self. And perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and take a deep, hard look at it. That's exactly it. If you have your vibe high, if your frequency is high, feminines, you can accurately look at all the things that you're integrating in this big picture right now and come back into it supporting you forward, because masculines are noticing that they have chosen to walk away, and they are really understanding the benefit and the abundance afforded them on every level when they come back around. So they are looking for the truth right now via daydreams in order to really align with the knowing that they are better off with you than without. Beautiful. Okay, so let's dive into the main reading today. Dear divine masculine higher selves, I invite you here to contribute. The more the merrier, whoever you are. All of your DFs watching, please come in and help us with the highest and best messages. And thank you, divine creator, for bringing through the ultimate truth of what the masculine collective is thinking about their connection, feeling for divine feminine on the heart space, wishing for the connection. What actions are being taken directly in benefit of the connectivity of the twins? What is the biggest challenge at this time? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where is the connection going in the near future? I'm just going to shuffle the clarifiers. So everybody take some deep breaths. Oh, I just want to say I opened up, I've been shutting my appointments down the week before, and I've just opened up next week I'm almost booked this week, but I opened up next week now for bookings. There are a few spaces left. I think I'm going to do that each week. I'll do a little bit of an announcement because it's just getting too far out and I'm facing some major changes. I might be moving my home in the next while, so I'm reluctant to book too far out. But every week, probably on the weekends, I'm going to open up the availability for the coming week and try and do it more like that. So much love, and I hope you all understand I love sessions with you. So yeah. Okay, here we go. So thank you, Divine Creator. What is it that the masculines are thinking about the feminines on consciously? Oh, yes. They love you so much, and the sun, they know the truth of this love like never before. There is something recently, feminines, that has shown how great you are. There's that sunshine. Everybody was resonating with the ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and the masculines are still in that. I bet a lot of masculines have heard that song lately too. But yes, this is the truth of it. This is one of the most positive combinations to have with the sun you could ever have. The sun represents assurance, the most assurance guaranteed that you can have with a card. It's the most joyful, the most positive, and it's the card of enlightenment. So the masculines have full conscious enlightenment about this love, about you being their divine counterpart, of you being their perfect match, of you being the one they love. You are the one they love, divine feminines. And masculines, yes, you are so sure that your feminine loves you and you love your feminine. Okay, on the heart space, what do we have? Oh yes, a new beginning in the physical, the Ace of Crystals with the Seven of Wands. I love this depiction of the Seven of Wands because it is a protection card, but it's putting down the guard. A lot of times the Seven of Wands is a card about fighting, having to defend the connection, having to come up against a lot of other energies. This shows that the masculines very much are wanting to just own it, to just be in their bubble, and that is just what it is. They're coming into an energy where nobody's going to tell them otherwise. They are just safe. They understand that they have meditated on this path with the divine. It is protected, it is sealed, and they want this new beginning. They're sitting confidently in that awareness, especially with the sun energy. They have decided that it is the only option and nobody can tell them otherwise. There is a new beginning coming in the physical. Okay, what are they wishing at this time? Abundance. Here it is for the second time. So the Ten of Pentacles in the underlying energy, and we had prosperity for the feminines. This is the Empress. This is rising up. This is an amazing abundant energy. They know that they want to bring their fullness to this connection. They want to elevate you, divine feminine, up into the abundance of their love, is what I'm hearing with the World in the reverse. So they're coming into the recognition of the final mile, the final stretch. They know that they're almost there. They've been wanting this for so long. They know cycles are ending. They know you are rising up, and they want to celebrate with you in your life, divine feminine. They see you as having overcome. This is like the phoenix, but it's the watery version. And so the masculines are wishing you well on your path. I'm hearing they're wishing you excellence and of spirit and blessings and energy to overcome. They know that you're so close to finalizing certain things, and they are also mirroring that. They know there are a few more things they need to do for completion. This is the card of integration. So I know from private reads that a lot of masculines have been saying to their feminines that they understand the healing that needs to happen after karmic situations, the healing of coming back into oneself and integrating. So there's a little bit of a thread of that here too. beautiful. They only want the best, and they're doing everything they can to finalize whatever is going to give your connection the most beneficial start once it can come in, once the floodgates are opened, I'm hearing. Isn't that beautiful? The all or nothing energy. The masculines have been waiting for the perfect time, feminines, to bring in, open the floodgates of this love, of this divine love. Oh, that's gorgeous. I don't think I've ever said that sort of a thing in a reading. It really is coming down to it. Okay, what are the actions that masculines are taking? Oh, when this King of Wands shows up, it makes my heart flutter. The King of Wands is the charismatic, charming, incredibly focused love. He is the passionate one. He is the soul-driven one, the spiritual lover, the shaman. He's the one that loves you with all his heart and soul. Literally, he's the one qualified to love you with his soul, the eternal love, the higher love, the passionate soul fire. Four of Cups is about unrequited love. It's about lost love of the past. In the reverse, he's seeing the love available here. He is understanding who you are, and he's getting ready. With this sun rising, he knows. That's reminding me of that spring energy that I felt earlier, about it coming in. The new day is coming. I'm hearing he's got a surprise for you, something you won't know that he's been up to. Ooh, there's that surprise energy again that we saw a little while ago. Interesting. Okay, so what is the masculine's biggest challenge at this time? Seeker of Crystals, making moves in the physical towards the Empress. Yeah, and kindness for karmic partners and mothers of children. So there are a lot of things going on in the masculine's lives right now. With this Empress in the reverse, she's pregnant. This did give me the very distinct feeling of masculines who have left karmic situations, who are still in the process of understanding that they're leaving karmic situations with or without children involved, and doing what is kind, no longer doing the dutiful thing, but really looking at the kindness that is offered when things change, that is needed for these changes to happen. Also, with the COVID, there are things the masculines are dealing with. If karmic partners and children don't resonate for your situation, this is also a coins card, so business. Looking at ways to bring that abundance in. The added theme here with the financial hardship, the Lord of Material trouble with Lord of Wealth, in the underlying information, there is some concern about the livelihood of the masculine's material realm right now, and doing whatever they can towards this abundance. Many careers and jobs have been affected by COVID, and so yeah, even making ends meet a little bit right now in certain situations, there is a lot of financial concern. I'm getting there, but abundance is on the table. So where there is blessing coming in, the masculines will have their needs met. It's mainly about falling into a slump or feeling discouraged. It feels like a dip. It doesn't feel like a forever problem, but that is the challenge today. So some financial concerns may have presented regarding situations with work or karmic partners. And what is the spirit advice? Yeah, amazing. We have the death card, the transition card. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and you're moving quickly towards it, masculine. So yes, there may be situations, karmic situations, that have taken a downturn or dipped right now. There may be the appearance of a lack of abundance, but what I'm being told to tell you is that is what happens when you go through the portal, when you go through the transition of things that cannot follow you. The things that are meant to stay behind get eclipsed out, squeezed off. They can't fit through the portal. And on the other side, there is greater abundance. On the other side of the transition, there are even more well-suited things that you will recoup. You will be abundantly blessed on the other side when you follow, when you transform your life, when you go higher like that, when you rise up. You are guaranteed success. You will never be harmed by becoming more, by becoming better. You will never be set back. It will only increase. And with this speed, you are rapidly coming through the bridge, coming through the portal. So understand that when you are meant to disconnect your energy from certain situations, it looks like everything in your material realm also takes a turn. It doesn't have to be depleted, but that can happen, and that's what I'm feeling here. So remember, masculines, when you align with your true path, you are abundantly blessed on all levels. You will not be cursed for doing what the divine wishes you to do for your life, for your destined path. So take heart. In many instances with karmic situations as well, if you are facing financial difficulties or depletion or concerns about finances regarding karmic situations, oftentimes energy is doled out and there is a reconciliation through financial distribution when karmic situations dissolve. That is natural, that's appropriate. Money is a metaphor for emotions. It is a currency. It is an energetic exchange. If you can look at anything that's transitioning out of your life right now regarding work or relationships or situations where there is a recalibrating of money, a removal of certain streams of income, a shuffling of allocation of where funds need to go. If all of that is happening right now, it's because you're in transition for the new timelines and you will be abundantly blessed. It is just that those things need to be repaid, calibrated, balanced out karmically so it doesn't go forward with you. It's not about the material realm. As above, so below. It is a metaphor. So everybody remember that money is a conduit. It's an agreement that funnels energy into different places. And as you bring in abundant energy, the money flows as well because it is a currency. It's a flow. The more vibrant and alive and energized something is, the more it flows. And so with money, that abundance comes back in, and even tenfold when you're living in that higher frequency without the blockages and outside of karmic situations that are not meant to flourish, because the foundation isn't such that it is already abundant. It doesn't take off. Transformation is coming in though. So with all situations, there is an opportunity to take the material trouble and transmute it within existing situations, return to existing situations or situations that were on pause. There is a return. So whether you've been in relationship with your masculine or not, there is a recommitment to the path with you, divine feminine. But a huge restructuring and recalibration of energies and financial streams. Where's the connection going? So 3 of crystals, Trinity, and the 5 of wands. Wow, this is so cool to see because yesterday and the day before in private reads, it's interesting because I'll get themes that happen. It comes in like a wave of a theme and dies out. And then another theme will come in, and many people on a given day or 2 or 3 will have the same theme, and it will just like a wave crescendo in through the readings. This is exactly that theme. So what I've been shown lately is that when we move out of codependency, which is often this karmic 5 of wands, we got that already here today. So the Five of Wands, yeah, Lord of Strife. It's the conflict. It's sorting out what is fair, what is justified, what is appropriate. We have, as a collective of humanity, been trying to negotiate the balance between the feminine and masculine polarities, the yin and yang, the energies. We've been trying to come into harmony with it, and this year in particular has been a hugely accelerating growth curve for that. Most of the readings I've done this year, ascension energies and twin flame readings, focused on this leaving codependency and coming into accountability, leaving the codependency and coming into appropriate meeting in the middle with all of those people that we engage with in any shape or form, bringing only our thing to the table and meeting them with theirs in the middle, and disconnecting from any contracts or agreements or soul ties that have no business meeting in inappropriate ways. We've restructured, we've brought it back to baseline, or we're in the process, we're in the transition of that. So what I'm seeing here is the Trinity energy is the model of mind, body, and soul. And even the 10 Commandments says, love your God with all of your heart. And so the model I've been shown lately is not meeting 50-50 in the middle. It is 100% connection with divine, and then the principle of tithing being 10% of the excess of your heart's most pure nectar, naturally being exuded off the top of your completely self-contained, vibrant connection to source, and that 10% being channeled into the connection. So it's not 50-50, it's actually you completely in the alignment with the divine, and 10% being brought into the connection. That is the law of increase. Tithing is a principle that if you give 10%, it increases abundantly. And the reason that 10% is appropriate is because I've been shown that this is the amount that naturally and generously pours off of you when you are in complete alignment. You have a 10% increased output, and that is the appropriate portion, without passive aggressive, without resistance, without any of the disintegration. That's the amount, and it's pure gold. And so that portion, consider that template in your lives and see if that makes some sense to alleviate any of the codependent issues that could be in scenarios. All right, so let's see what the feminines need to see at the end of this reading today. We are getting blue star of hope, and we get ascension, surrender, and purification. Yep. So feminines, just keep rising up. Remember the first message that we got. Integrate, see the big picture, focus back on your high vibe, and yeah, take a real deep, hard look at moving out of your comfort zone regarding your perceptions and how legalistic you are with your assumptions and your attachments to the way things are in your mind. Let that go. Begin to see if you can shift out of your comfort zone and believe that certain things that you have not seen love in actually have love in them, and ask the divine to show you how to interpret them as such. Go higher, continue connecting with source. That is the way. Have hope. Look for that star. And for the masculines, what is it we can see? We get 2. Oh, funny. Card number 69. Temple of meditation, communion, contemplation, higher mind. So the masculines are very much wanting communion with the feminines, wanting to meet on those higher planes. There's been a lot of mental processing for the masculines. This shows me that they are really coming to some elegant understandings of this dynamic of their life, of the inner workings, so much of that theme regarding the parallel between emotional currency, situations, intention, and finances and abundance. We have the Empress representing abundance here. So they are connecting the dots with your love, feminines, and material realm parallels. And flower of feeling, compassion, emotional awakening, and forgiveness, number 6. So masculines want to meet you in that place of softness with emotional availability. Feminines, masculines, you are becoming emotionally available to your feminines because you know she is your destiny. You have tried to walk away and you haven't been able to, and now you're wanting to move forward. So how beautiful to see the inner workings of spirit and how it plays out in the material realm. We are bringing the spirit back into the physical, reclaiming that trinity energy. Amazing, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.